for today is the pelvis, the bassin. This week in my classes we've been exploring the pelvis. So you're going to start with your feet a comfortable distance apart. Just connect in with your feet. Lift the toes, place the toes, roll the toes. And then roll to the inner and outer edges of your feet. Maybe reach the arms up if that feels nice. Take a stretch. And then with your hands, you're going to do this. Open and close the hands. And then taking the hands down. And out. So if you can't see, I'm just doing this with my hands. And up. Maybe your arms will start to feel some sensations. Try not to run away from those sensations. More like rather than thinking, okay, this is starting to hurt, think, this is interesting. This is an interesting sensation in my forearms. Opening and closing the fingers. One more. And shake it out. So I'm shaking this way at the hands, front to back. A bit faster. Keep it going. And then you're going to take that into a swing and just feel the hands. Maybe there's some tingling. Nice. So I'm keeping a soft bend in my knees. Relax the neck. Good, now you're going to add a little rotation through the chest. So we're going to alternate the arms, right and left. Round and release your back slightly. Tailbone down to the ground. Then you're going to add a shoulder tap. So notice what's happening in the pelvis. The slight twist. Good, and then take it forwards and back again. Then we're going to go full circle, up, full circle, push back, full circle, up, push back, through, back. So it's a double circle today. 2 circles, press back. And really try and release when you push back. Release any stress in the shoulders. Release the weak. And imagine your hands are really heavy. So you're pulling from the hands. Use the weight of the hands. So the swing is coming from the fingertips. Nice, and then bounce the knee. Ça commence aux chevilles, mais on bouge aussi le genou et l'hanche un petit peu. So feel how it's all connected. Beginning in the toes, and coming all the way up into the pelvis. And change direction. Roll through the foot. Shake it off. Good. Other side. So it's coming from the ankle, but also stirring through the knee joint. And you can place your hands on the hip flexor if you want to feel, okay, what's happening up in the hip. So feeling how it's all connected. And change direction. And shake it out. Good. Heel pump, so you're going to lift the heels. Up, up, up. And lift, 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 lift. Nice. Now imagine you're squashing an orange as you press your heel down. Press down into the ground and activate the legs more. So now you're trying to squeeze all the juice out of an orange. Imagine il y a un immense orange sous le talon. Relax the shoulders. Press, 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 press. Now keep the heels down. We're going to take it into a rotation. From the foot, pressing into the ground, you create this spiral all the way up into your head. So you shouldn't feel too much in your lower back. However, if you are feeling not nice in the lower back, you can lift the heel, and that's going to take some strain out of the lower back. So Camilla, maybe lifting your heel might be better for you. Nice, soft bend in the knees. You can take it into your eyeballs if you wish by looking behind you. So the vision connected to the spinal cord, all the way down into the pelvis, down into the feet. Nice, then we're going to add a step out to the side. And that step out is coming from twisting the pelvis to the side, side, side. And if it feels nice, you can really stretch that leg back behind you. Stretch, stretch, stretch. If it doesn't feel nice, then make it smaller. If you want to add a bit more dynamics through your arms, you can throw your arms up to the ceiling. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Depends what kind of a week you've had. Maybe you feel like a jump, 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 jump. Maybe that's too much. Keep the feet down. Make it smaller. Nice. Bringing up your breath. And now keep the rotation going, but make it smaller. Bring your feet back to the ground. Reconnect with your breath. You can soften your knees if you need to. Flat back over. You're only going to go down as far as is comfortable for you. So if you want it all the way down, great, do that. If that's not for you, just come halfway and keep your hands on your thighs. And then from there, you're going to bring your hands to your legs, the inner thighs. You're going to press your fingertips into the inner thighs, inner legs, and wind or pull energy up from the ground as you come up with a flat back, looking forwards. And then when we get to the top, we bring the hands to the pelvis and we gently lift your sternum to the sky. And release. Again, coming up. Pull the hands forward, bringing the weight into the front of the feet so my heels are light. Coming down as far as is good for you. Bringing your hands to the inner legs, ankles, and then press quite hard with the fingertips, sliding all the way up the legs, up through the hip flexors to the pelvis, and lift the chest, if you wish, to the ceiling, and then release. Spine pull. So imagine pulling your spine longer, creating space between the bones, forwards. My heels are light. You can even test by floating your heels a tiny bit. Release. Mettre les mains sur les jambes et de là on tire les doigts sur les jambes. On regarde en avant. On revient vers le haut. Élevez le cachot aussi vers le plafond. Et on relâche. Bien, dernière fois. So if you're feeling it in your neck, don't look up to the ceiling, just stay looking forwards and keep space in the back of your neck. Last time, lift. Come forwards. Look down. Look ahead to come up. Keep space in the back of the neck. Lift. Relax the shoulders. And release. From here, we're going to curve the spine. Coccyx and chin reaching towards one another, only as far as comfortable for you. We drop the pelvis slightly, bend the knees. And then from there, pull your coccyx and your skull away from one another and come up with a flat back. Good. Keeping the hands on the pelvis. Curve. Pull. Lift. Flat back, nice. Feel the shoulder blades on your spine. Nice. Here, as we curve, feel the shoulder blades open on the spine. Feel the shoulder blades open on the back. Nice. And then as we come straight, I feel my shoulder blades slide down into my back pockets and come up. Good. We round, nice and easy. Start to feel the spine warming. Pull. Tailbone away from the crown of the head and coming up. Good, shake it out. Good, lift the shoulders and round them back. Lift, back, lift, back. And now nice and easy, try and give your spine a massage with your shoulder blades. Fais un petit massage aux colonnes vertébrales avec les scapulas, les omoplates. However you like. Nice massage for your spine, the upper spine, with your shoulder blades. Nice. Now massage your rib cage with your muscles. So I'm pressing into my rib cage using the muscles, whatever muscles I can find, to gently press and massage my rib cage. Can I press the top of the rib cage with these muscles? What happens in the back if I try to press the rib cage? So imagine giving yourself a massage on your rib cage using whatever muscles you can find. Press, press, like when a cat is doing this. This is what you're doing to yourself. Good. And then from there, bring your feet together. Bring your hands to your thighs. Turn a little bit. Here you're going to try to round gently your lower back, but don't round your upper back. So now the shoulder blades are going to stay sliding down the back, and try and lift out of the atlas, this very top vertebrae. So pull the upper back up towards the ceiling, and then drop the coccyx in between the legs. En opposition, on va tirer le dos vers le bas, mais aussi vers le haut en même temps. And then we're going to bend the knees until your hands find your knees. And then come back up. So play with this idea of rounding in the lower back, but not bringing it into the upper back and collapsing. So rounding in the lower back, but lifting through the upper back, keeping the upper back open. On descend le lombaire, on courbe le lombaire légèrement. Mais on essaie de garder le haut du dos vers le haut. Alors on ne bloque pas. And come back up. Keep doing this. I want you to imagine an egg, an œuf. And imagine the shape of an egg. So if here is the base of the egg, this is round. But up here, we come up to the point of the egg. So this is all connected energetically, but it's not a perfect circle, it's an egg shape. So gently warming up your leg muscles and also the knees. Checking out what's happening with the spine. So only go as far as feels nice to you. Last one, stay down. And from here, tiny circles with your knees. Tiny circles with your knees. And I'm allowing my upper body to go the opposite way. So like when you're skiing. Yeah. Keep the knees together if possible. Knees together. Keep the knees together. And the hands are not pressing, like pushing. The hands are just there for feedback. Change the direction. Keep the toes on the ground and the heels on the ground. Don't be greedy. This doesn't need to be a big movement. Nice. Okay, coming up. And shake it out. I'm going to rotate the leg in and out. And try and find this rotation of the meat on the bone. So your thigh meat rotating on your femur bone. So you want to try and let go up here. Don't grab the muscle, but let it. Shake it out. Good. Other side. Rotate in and out, in and out, in and out. Try and feel that rotation all the way up into the pelvis. And let the tension go. Let it go. You're going to shake everything. Nice. Feet together. Toes turn out. Heels turn out. Toes turn out. Heels turn out. Toes turn out. We come down. So your knees should be following this triangular line. I'm not trying to press my knees open. Keeping them in this triangular line. If it feels bad for your knees, come up slightly. Nice. From there, find a height that works for you where you don't have to press your shoulders forward. You can stay upright. And you feel the pelvis can shift and move without closing. So I want you to think about keeping the pelvis open. Nice. Keep the joints open. Explore where can you take your tailbone. Yes. Can you draw shapes on the ground with your tailbone? Can you write your name with your pelvis? In minuscule. Écris votre prénom en minuscule. Pas majuscule. In little letters, not capitals. Nice. Good. From there, find center. Bring your hands onto your hips or your hip flexors. And here we're going to add a little twist to the side and a step out to the diagonal with the toes, to the side that you twisted to. So if I turn, I'm in the mountain, slight diagonal with the toes and an opening or a twist. So now my pelvis is facing the diagonal. Good. Come center, other side, pelvis, toes. Feel how that feels. Good. Center. Turn the pelvis to the diagonal, toes to the diagonal. Feel what muscles are activating, opening. Center. Rotate. Open the toes. Center. Again, rotate. Now try and find a bit of flow to this movement. We rotate and press. We come up slightly. We drop down. Lift. Press. So we're making a circle. Circle. Waking up your leg muscles. If it feels tiring, just come up higher. You don't have to go so low. And come center. And come up. And heel toe back in. And rotations again. Is everyone okay? Good. So from there, you're going to bring your feet about hip distance apart, and you're going to bring your weight onto one leg. So here, if you need to hold something, do so. So say I'm standing forwards, I come onto one leg, and I'm going to rotate my upper body to the diagonal, but keep this leg forwards. From there, I'm going to see if I can reach the leg back, so the upper body is reaching forwards, and the leg is kicking on the diagonal. And come back, center. So we lift the foot, we turn the pelvis and the upper body, and then we hinge. I'm bending the supporting knee. And I'm feeling the work in the outer hip. And come up. Yes. Other side. Lift the right leg. Rotate. Tiny bit. So we're on the diagonal. And then from there, see if you can reach the leg back, bending the supporting knee. You can use your arms if you want more of a challenge, or just keep them with you for less of a challenge. If it's too much for the balance, grab hold of the chair. Or something, or someone. So pressing away on the diagonal, coming back to parallel. Pressing away on the diagonal. And come back. Nice. First side again. See if you can go a little bit lower. See if you can extend the arms if you didn't try that already. If it's too much, keep your back toes on the ground. You're still working that hip, it's fine. And come up. Other side. Rotate to the corner. You can keep the back toes down. So you're working rotation in this front knee and the hip. And come back up. And shake it out. Is everyone okay? Yes? Okay, now you need 3 random objects from your house. And they need to be the size that you can hold them in your hand, in one hand. So cards, a lighter, and a little bell. But it doesn't matter, it can be anything, the closest objects you can find. Yeah, perfect. Do you have 3? 3? Nice. Okay, so we're going to continue this idea of rotating and balancing on one leg. You're going to start with your objects and you're going to place them at 12, 3-ish and 9-ish. You don't have to be exact. It's just 3 different angles. Then with your right toes, you're going to see if you can touch each object with your toes. So we go front, side, and then we have to cross behind to touch the object. That's at 9 o'clock. If it feels, and the only rule is, you can't come forwards with your upper body, that's cheating. So you have to keep your shoulders lifted up towards the ceiling. You can go side, side, but you're not allowed to go forwards when you come forwards with the upper body. So, you can use your arms for counterbalance. If it felt like, okay, that was really easy, press the objects a little bit further away. Alors, si c'était trop facile, éloignez les objets un petit peu plus, jusqu'au moment qu'on sentit, ah voilà, là c'est le limite. Et on sentit le travail dans le bassin. Yes, so make sure you're not actually standing on the object and transferring the weight. Keep the weight on the supporting leg. Okay? Nice. Second leg. So you can bring the objects closer if you need to, or just leave them where they are. And then again, we try, okay, can I reach? We're bending this supporting knee. You can use the arm for counterbalance. Try not to place weight on the leg that is doing the moving. If it felt too easy, push the objects a bit further away. Nice, good control in the knees, very nice. Yeah. So this instability and wobbling that some of you are feeling, or all of us probably, is good because you're training your balance system to find balance in strange positions, and you're strengthening muscles that maybe you usually probably wouldn't think about or wouldn't know how to locate. So we're working all the angles for your pelvis and working your balance system through your feet and ankles and knees. Very nice. Okay, now pick up your objects with your hands, or you can use your feet if you want to go crazy. Now, if you're feeling like balance is not good today, keep the free leg on the ground. If you feel like it's okay, the free leg stays in the air. And now you're going to place the first object as far away as possible on the ground as you can. Try not to touch the other foot down. Unless balance is not for you today, you can keep the back leg down. So you're bending through that front knee, and now you can bring the shoulders forward. Keep that foot rooted. You're not allowed to move this standing foot. You can't change the angle of the toes. They stay where they are. You're going to try and go to the side, bending the knee, going as far as you can. You use the other leg for a counterbalance and come up. Yes, and the third object, reaching the leg away for counterbalance, coming down as far away as I can. that leg in the air if you can, and tidy up. So one object at a time, coming back, reaching away, coming back, feeling nice sensations in your hips, and up, and second leg. Good, coming forwards, feeling all those little balance shifts in the foot and the knee. Side as far as you can. And the opposite side as far as you can. And tidy up. If it's too much, just bring the back toes down. Nice. Good. When you've tidied up, you can grab your mats. Quand vous avez rangé les objets, vous pouvez prendre le tapis, si vous avez, sinon, je sais pas, un coussin. Okay. From there, bring your feet underneath your pelvis. Écartez les pieds à peu près la même distance du bassin. De là, on va plier comme on a fait avant. Je rends le dos. Mais cette fois, je vais continuer jusqu'en bas. So I'm going to go all the way down. Come onto all fours. From there, we're going to do a little check-up on what's happening in the pelvis by coming through all fours and pulling back into child's pose. Front and back. And front and back. So using this like a research, okay, what's happening in the pelvis today? Which legs feel nice and open? Good, and then you're going to take your right foot and step it out to the right, the foot in the same line as the left knee. Vous allez prendre la jambe droite à droite, le pied dans le même niveau le même axe du genou, et de là on tire en arrière. So you do the same movement, but now with the leg out to the side. You feel what that's happening, like saying hello to your adductors. You can play with different positions of the pelvis. So if I round my lower back, I feel less in the adductor. And if I keep my pelvis neutral, or my lower back flat, I feel more in the adductor. You can also play with rolling the toes up to the ceiling. See what that does in the hip. You only go back as far as feels okay. Don't push into any pinching, please. Good. From there, coming back in. Left leg, gauche. Pied gauche dans le même axe, genou droite. De là, on tire en arrière. Et en avant. Same as before, pulling back. Doing a research. What's happening in the pelvis. Play with rolling the toes up. On va avoir les orteils en l'air ou par terre. Sentir les différences. On peut rendre le dos un petit peu. Voir qu'est-ce que ça donne aussi. Nice. Okay, from there, back to all fours. Tuck the toes. You're going to feel the shoulder blades on the spine. Squeeze the belly in. And from that squeeze, we're going to hover the knees a millimeter off the floor. On va élever les genoux, mais 2 mm, c'est tout. Nice. Floating the knees in the air. Saying hello to your abdominals. You can squeeze the pelvic floor as well. And come down. And then straight away, you're going to reach your left leg and your right arm away. If you want to move them around, you can. Exploring rotation in the knee, ankle, and hip. And then the wrist and elbow and shoulder. If that feels like too much, just stay. And come down. Second side. Pull. Imagine someone pulling the hand and the foot away from each other. Create space in the hip. And then if you wish, vous pouvez explorer un peu de mouvement. Les rotations dans l'épaule, coude, poignet, hanche, genou. Tire, long, 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 long. Et relâche. From there, pull the pelvis back. Extend the arms out in front of you and relax. If this is not a comfortable position, you can keep the hips up in the air a bit more. So find a position that works for you and stay. You can also roll up a blanket and put it behind your knees. And that'll give you a bit more support. Stay, stay, stay. Breathe. Alors si ça fait mal au genou, cette position, vous pouvez mettre un petit tapis ou quelque chose, un coussin derrière les genoux pour créer un peu de place, espace pour les genoux. Breathe. And from there, you're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time to standing on your knees. On va dérouler la hanche à la fois. On trouve debout sur les genoux. Yes, comme une vague. Then scoop the hands forward, all fours. From your tailbone, pull back, round the spine, and peel your way up again. Le même mouvement, one vertebrae at a time. The head is the last thing to move. Yeah, forwards again, melting down, all fours. Pull the back, back. And then from there, tuck the tail between the legs and unfurl. Nice. Like a fern, unfurl all the way up into the crown of the head. One more, sinking down, reaching forwards, come into all fours. Pull the pelvis back and unfurl, unroll. Imagine more space in between each vertebrae. And come up. Nice. Scooping down again. All fours. Tuck your toes. Yeah. Pliez les orteils. Tire en arrière. You're going to place your hands just in front of your knees. And then lift the knees and come up onto the balls of the feet and try and find balance. If you can't, just grab hold of some furniture or a friend. And then from there we're going to find the 3 body weight centers. So your pelvis, your ribcage and your skull. Le bassin, cage thoracique, tête, tous dans le même axe. Là, je suis actif dans les jambes. My legs are working. I'm not sitting, I'm working. I'm contracting. And then from there, I'm going to press into my legs. Push pelvis back, head forwards. Head back, pelvis forwards. And we're up. Nice. Shake it up. Good. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Just get a rotation going through your ribcage and drop your hands down, 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 down. Boom, boom, boom. Soft knee into the ground. Boom, boom, boom. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Good. And now just the hands. Drop, 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 drop. And now we're going to get some bouncing through the heels. Keep thinking about your shoulders dropping down into the ground. And if you wish, no one else can hear you, so why not? You can add some sound. Say, let something go through some sound, through some vibration in your vocal cords. Feels kind of silly, but it's actually very effective. Good. From there, bend the knees. Lift up. And down. Feel your feet, reconnect with your feet. Now lift your hands out to the sides, and we're going to stop about here so I can see my hands in my peripheral vision. So they're not too far back. Keep them forwards. Relax in the shoulders and pull the arms long. Imagine like a tree, you're pulling your branches out from the center. Soften your shoulders, but keep your arms lifting. Camilla, your hands a bit higher. There you go. Nice. Andrew, I think you can drop your hands a tiny bit. Yeah. And pull longer. Nice. So thinking about this line going from the tailbone into the center of the earth, and from the top of your atlas up into the sky. Hold. Rolling this together. Breathe. Energy in your fingers, like pine needles, comme les épingles du pain, je sais pas comment on dit. Relax your shoulders more. Big breath in. And release slowly. Slower. Slow. Slow motion. Slower. Nice. Feel the energy between your hands. Pull that energy up your center line. Press down. Pulling up. Press down. Pull up your center line. And down. And release. How's that?